How you doing? Good morning. Oh, got to write this down. ATV. Microsoft just announced a deal to buy Activision for $95 a share. So we definitely need to add that to our list today. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's make sure you all can hear me. Go ahead and type a number 1 in the comments section. Let me know that you can. Nothing worse than me talking to myself for the next 30 minutes or so. No one hearing a dang thing you got to say, Rob. But with that, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. With that, we're going to jump in. Morning, Paula. Morning, Robert. Keep in mind that everything we're going to look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. And if you like what you see here, not only should you follow along with us on what we do on YouTube, I haven't told Sean yet, but I've already done 4 additional training videos this morning that are going to get loaded up to various social platforms out on the market, right, that we've got, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Sean's going to get all these. He'll figure out exactly where to put this and get it all loaded up there as well. All right. So with that, it is time to jump in. So the first place we start off, let's go look at the futures. Righty then. So we're down 42 points on the ES. That's a big move, baby. To be that far down that fast. We opened up from over the weekend, or on Sunday, I should say. We opened up flat until we got till 11 o'clock or so, and then we took our first leg down and we went into the European news cycle, and then we took our second leg down. The market opened up. We got a quick bounce, and our third leg down. And we've had a little bit of a climb back up, but this has run into where that news cycle ran out, and we got our third leg down, the L3, which was down here. And we'll see if it can break its head above there. But right now we're sitting at 42 points to the downside on ES. So it definitely telling me bear. The YM, very similar pattern. We're down 282. We were down just about 300 a few minutes ago. So same ballpark. The NQ, nice quick little bounce for the last 2 5-minute candles. We're down 220 points. We're down almost as much on the NASDAQ as we are on the Dow, right, which is a much bigger index. RTY, the Russell, we're sitting right now at 2141. We are down 16 points on the RUT. Bitcoin, we may get our shot back at 38,000 yet again. That would be nice, right? I'd love to see it get back down to 38, 39 again. So it's been in a bit of a slide last couple of days. We're down 1,680 points right now. Go figure. Your stock's down $1,600 today, right? Ether, Ethereum, right? Let's see. Ethereum is down 190. Let's see. Gold. Gold took a huge pop in the last candle. I don't know what just came out, what news announced. They're still talking Activision on CNBC. We took a really nice pop to the upside. We are up. We're actually break even right now. We're up a buck on gold right now. But we had taken a huge drop. We came from 1891. We were down at 1,800. So we had almost 100 points to the downside, and we gained all that back in the last couple of candles, right? And then lastly, we're looking at crude oil, CL. On crude, we're up $1.06. We're up near $85 a barrel, guys. Not the high of the day, but man, oh man, oh man, we're rocking as far as price goes, right? It's just killer as far as what's happening there. So then we've got our futures. I want to go and take a look at the candidates that we looked at last week for Friday, see how they did. I know it's like, so long ago, right? But let me know, how'd you do last week? Put in the trades that you traded last week. Particularly, I'd love to hear if there are any that you traded that you got from here or any ideas that generated from here. I may have mentioned a company and you went, I should look at this one. So go ahead and drop those puppies in there. So we had, and again, I always keep my previous tracking sheet for me to work off of, to look at. We had quite a few candidates on there. 4 of them were monthly options only. And I have 3 of them that I like. So BlackRock was one of them that I had 3 check marks next to. So on BlackRock, They had earnings come out. They were down big time, right? Which was BLK. So let's go take a look at them for a sec. Actually, we can do it right here. We don't need the pre-market one. So BLK, you can see what happened to them. They went down. I love the pop they had back up again. They went back up to a high of 859, let's call it. And I was looking for a bear call spread above 867. So as we moved back up a little bit, you had a great opportunity there. But on the bear call spread, the 870.75, and I said above 867. So here's 867, and we sold the 870 and bought the 875 calls, and we were able to take in 55 cents on that, and it expired worthless. Love it. Good job on BlackRock if you took that. LVS is another one. I had my check marks next to them. Remember, that was the casino deal where Macau said that they were going to limit casinos to 6, right? So LVS, which was Las Vegas Sands. I was looking at a bull put spread below 39, and I could not get anything for last week. I had to go out and do the 39.38 for this week, right? And that was on Friday we did that. So if we flip this over, and we picked up 25 cents, which was huge on a $1 spread with a Monday holiday, meaning we're going to wipe out premium in there just by another day of going by. So 38.39 bull put spread. Here we are, 38.39. It's right now at a value of 5 cents. We took in 25 cents. So we got 80% of the premium we get to keep if we close this position out right now, right? So great setup there on LVS. And then lastly was WIN, WYNN. I did a bull put spread on WIN. They were also the Macau deal. I said bull put spread below 86. I did the 86.85s on the bull put spread. And again, we had a little bit of a pop to the downside. Now, this was for last week's options, though, so I can't show you the numbers. But they were 85.86. We took in 15 cents, more normal of what to expect, and it expired worthless. The stock closed at 91.5. We had the 86 risk factor of the one we sold. Life was good. We kept it. It all worked well. So, all right, what'd you guys drop in? JP Morgan, bull put spread, profit. MGM did a bull put spread. That was Robert. Good job there, Robert. Yeah, JP Morgan, I didn't take that one. And I like JP. So good job there, Robert. Alan said Roku ripped. There you go, Alan. Hope you crushed it there. And then Robert came back and said JP Morgan, MGM, LVS, QQQ credit spreads, profits on 3, gave it back with MGM. Okay. Yep. So MGM I didn't do anything with MGM. Lower price stock. So, I'm looking below 44. I like a little higher price stocks for the credit spreads. But there you go, Robert. Good job. So with that, let's go take a look at the trades for today. So I lay my stocks out on my list. Here they are. If you want to just see them quickly, here are the stocks, movers and shakers, right? The ones down at the bottom, these 3 are all ones that have monthly options on them. We're probably not going to spend a whole lot of time on any of those any longer. I'm just not seeing us use them. I'm not trading them. I'll put them there. I'll mention who they are. Boom, boom, boom. I'll go through the charts very quickly, and we'll leave it at that. So the very first one up is Alibaba. They are down today. All right. So what's going on with Alibaba? The U.S., the administration, the president's administration came out and said that they're looking at the China companies with the cloud and what our safety and security is, what our risk factors are. And Baba is one of the companies that are, of concern. So they're down today 5.5, almost $6, almost 4.5% hit to the downside. You see, I try to make everything neat before I start my trading week, and now it's time to mess it all up. So Alibaba had moved up into a bullish neutral bias. They've got earnings coming out confirmed, but on February 17th right now. So we've got some time. But I'm going to be looking at let's go look at a chart. So right now we're sitting at 126, we'll call it. All right. All right. So we're at 126. So we're up here. So we're going to be looking at a bear call spread. above 132 or a long put, right, on Alibaba. That's number one in the books. CZR, which is Caesars. Now, they were not up much when I put them on the list, and they're not a pick for today. Markets are all down right now, and what happened with them? They are on Morgan Stanley's top pick list, so I think that they have potential, just not what I'm looking at today. But I'll be looking at them further down the road tomorrow as we start to recover maybe a little bit. I'll be looking at a long put, a long call rather, possibly a bull put spread. Right, GPS, which is the gap, was downgraded by Morgan Stanley. All right, so they are down $1, about 6.5%. Right, big hit to the downside. We'll be looking at a bear call spread on them. Let's go see what GPS looks like. All right, so I've got a lot of horizontal lines drawn. So where are we? Back here. Okay, so let's go in and put our fib in place. There we go. All right. So we're sitting at 17, call it $17 right now. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 18. 18 and above. I'll be okay with the 18s. 18, 16s resistance. So I'll be okay with the 18s. Right? Then from there, we're looking at Goldman Sachs. Right? Now, they were down on Friday. They got hit hard on Friday. And now, earnings. Not good. We just recently added these guys. To our power option plays list. So we're, and this was within the last week and a half. So we're really just watching to get the heartbeat back again, see how they move on a day-to-day basis. And then, of course, the earnings come out and to the downside. So they're down 16 points right now. Let's go look at Goldman Sachs chart. And they're sitting at 365. Where is that? They're right at a fib line. Go figure. Why does it go right to a flipping fib line? Right? Look at Friday. Ping pong trade, 375 and a half, 383 and 3/4. Boom, 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 boom. Right inside of that. Just wunderbar. Wonderful, wonderful setup in there. Right? So what are we looking at? We're looking at a bear call spread above 375. And again, 375s are fine. Also at a long put. Let's see. Robert said, what about a naked put on GPS? So, Robert, what happened with GPS? Right? They're down. It's a bearish candidate right now. Unless you've got a reason to go bullish, GPS was earnings. Unless you've got a reason to go bullish, I wouldn't do anything with a naked put unless you want to own that stock. Right? So if you go back and let's just look here one more time. And you think that it's bottomed out now, it's sitting at 17. I've got room down to 16, Robert. Let's see, $1.60. So 16, 17, 18. Yeah, we actually need a Fibit in here, Robert. So we can use both the negative 136 and the 118. So right now we're sitting at 17. We're in a bearish bias, Robert. For me, I wouldn't be doing anything with a naked put unless you are early to the game thinking it's going to pop from here. I would be careful there. So next we've got Glaxo Gsk. Right, so GSK has a bid from Unilever. Now they have fielded off or warded off, I should say, other bids from companies where they didn't think they were high enough. So they came out, Unilever came out with a bid for them today to buy them out, right? So they're up $1 right now on that news. But ever since the announcement, they've dropped off. So I'm going to write wait in here. If I was going to do anything, it would be a bull put spread. Right? It would be a bull put spread, and they're at let's see, 46.5. GSK. So, and I would want to be below 45. So I'd get down below my moving average in there, right? If we look for fibs here, our fibs would come in right here. So that 45 puts us over here, 43.5, 45, 1.5. We need a fib in there, so let's go put in a negative 136. Yep, so 45, right? Now we've got 44.40, so we've got a, as we pull back, we'll get closer inside of there. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm not excited about it right now, but if you want to take the trade, that's what I'd be looking for. Right, Las Vegas Sands, LVS. Goldman Sachs conviction buy list, right? Huge, biggest list you can get added to, right? But what happened? They already had a big move on Friday, right? From their announcement there, right? So look where they were at 36.64 and they're at 43. Goldman may be a little bit late to the party by like a day, right? With the move that it made, but that move or that news is what's caused them to be added to the conviction buy list, right? So I like them probably a little bit longer term. So you could look at a bull put spread, definitely at a long call, but price wise, they're in a good diagonal range, right? So if we go and look at LVS, all right, so they had a nice move up. They're sitting at 42.69, 42.89. So they're down 10 cents on the day. Nothing really, right? So if we go back and pull the option chain in, just looking at single options, we'd want to go and find an option with at least 120 days of time. There's a May option. You want to make sure the option has a 65 to 85 delta. There we go, 65. 5,000 open interest, basically. Right? And we're looking at 635 as our cost, right? So that would be the $40 call for May, right? And that is 635. Then we're going to go and look at the option for this week with a 40-ish delta. Here we've got a 37 delta. That's the 44s, right? So we have the $44 call for 121 is trading at 76 cents. Right? That's not a bad rate of return, guys, when you look at it. And actually, if we go ahead over to the members area and go to trading resources, and we load up trading resources, we come down here to calculators. You could look at, we've got covered calls, we've got naked puts in there. We're working on the diagonals, but you can check some of your numbers here as you go through. I'm going to go ahead and open up my covered call explorer calculator, which is all the numbers, by the way, that I use that are in covered calls and naked puts here. Those are the exact calculations that I use on my spreadsheet. So if I go here and pull this tracking sheet up and go to this template right here, and today is 118, right? Today is 118. The stock price, let me get my option chain up over here. And I'm just going to put this on the other screen for now. The stock price is 42.89. That's important to have in there, 42.89, right? The entry rule doesn't matter for this. The expiration of the long option was May 22nd, so 5/22. The strike we were buying was the 40, and we're buying it at 6.35. The options expiration for what we are selling is 1/21, and we're going to sell the $44 call for 76 cents. All right, that gives us a cost basis of $5.59 right here. We have a total rate of return of almost 12% on this trade. And weeks to break even are 2.09, which basically means if I were exercised right now, on this trade setup, I'm gonna make $4, right? It shows you P&L details on the stock trade. I'll make $4, but I spent $5.59. So if I can get 76 cents for 2.09 more weeks, or basically 2 more weeks, we'll be to break even if we were exercised. Now, that doesn't assume if the stock goes up. You know, if we move up a little bit and now we sell the 45s, look at that. We're break even in a very short period of time, right? So I like this a lot for diagonals. Right? Always love diagonals on these types of companies. Let's put that down. Let's fix that there. All right. So what do you think, guys? You like it? Do you guys like when I do these types of calculations? Does this help when I walk through and share the numbers with you like this and show you what's going on and some of that? Is that good? Should we do more of that type of stuff? If you don't answer, I'll assume you don't like it, and that's okay. If you give me a shout and let me know what you think, we can always add more of that in. All right. So LVS. Next, we're looking at NVIDIA, NVDA, right? Chips are getting hit again today. NVIDIA is on that list. They're down $4.72. So if we look NVDA at NVIDIA, I already had them bearish as a day trade. The earnings of the 16th unconfirmed. So, and rain went down. They're at 264 right now. So I've got about $5 down to my next support level, right? So there's a potential for a long put. Bear call spread. I'm all about a spread on this if I can get it. Let's see, 274. So above 274 on a bear call spread. So BCS, bear call spread is what I'm writing down, above 274. Right? Let's see what's available right now. Vertical. Whoo, look at them numbers. So above 274. 275, 276 and a quarter. Nice. $1.25 spread. I got 43 cents in there. All over it, folks. 43 cents, 4 days, $1.25 a risk. So for a 12, I've got a 33% rate of return on this sucker if I close it out and it expires worthless. So I'm going to put a couple of check marks next to NVIDIA. I like it a lot. By the way, check marks next to Alibaba as well. And then the last main one that we're going to put on here is Win. Now, at this point, folks, drop the candidates in that you want me to take a look at, because I'm going to rip very quickly through the last 3 after Win, which are all monthly expirations. So who do you want me to check out? Again, I don't know anywhere else on YouTube that someone's doing this where they're checking your candidates out as the trading day gets going here. So we're here. So let's just type in Win, W-I-N-N. Right? Okay. So they were up on Friday, of course. Rob, they're down 69 cents. Big deal. Yeah, they were, again, a Morgan Stanley top pick. Why? Because they were on the list of the Macau stocks last week, right? So that's why they're getting upgraded, right, to top pick from Morgan Stanley. So am I doing anything with them today? I'm going to wait, right? But again, I think they're longer term. Who do we look at this before? Glaxo, right? I think they're more longer term right now. Then, I think it's a growth stock is what I'm talking about there, right? All right, cool. Looks like you guys really want me to add more of this type of stuff in, so we can definitely do more of that. Okay, excellent. All right, drop your candidates in, guys. HMC. Now, they have monthly options on HMC, which is Honda Motors. They're looking at exploring the sale of the company. Good or bad, I don't know. But they, and they don't trade in pre-market, so you can't really see numbers on them. But it was a news story that came out this morning, so we'll keep our eye on it, but not excited about it. DG. No, that's not it. SHW. DG was what I wrote down for downgrade, right? They got a downgrade in there. They're down $5.50 right now. Sherwin-Williams. Monthly options on them. I'd be looking at a bear call spread. Right? And then UL, my only disappointment of all of these was Unilever. They are looking to buy Glaxo. And I can't take advantage of this move down. I can. I've got an option that expires in 3 days, which is really 4, right, for this Friday. Problem is, actually, let's get out of vertical. Let's see if that changes it. I ain't got no open interest at all. I mean, look at this. I got to go way down here into the 50 delta and below, and I'm not looking to do that for this week, right? So could I do a credit spread on it? I guess, yeah, I could do a credit spread, right, on here. But again, there's monthly options available on them, and that's all there is. So if anything, you're going to get a one-time credit spread out of this, and that's it, all right? So let's go take a look at your candidates. What did you want to look at today? Drop the symbols in if there are any others that you want me to check out. There's only 2 of them in there right now. Dish is the very first one. Robert put Dish in there. So Dish has had a nice move up in the last 4 days. Dish. All right, pre-market, we've got hash marks in there, so it's probably not really trading very much. 39 cents to the downside right now, which is not bad with the move that we've had. Puts us at 35.80, Robert. Bull put spread below 35. So if we look at the 35s, so 35, 34. Look at that, Robert. You can get 17 cents to the 35, 34. Right? I like that a lot. Good premium, 15 delta, so there's only a 15% chance of having intrinsic value in the options come this Friday, right? Which is 4 days away. So I hope that helps, Robert. And then Joan said spiders, SPY, consistency, Joan, consistency, right? So when we look at SPY in the pre-market, we're down $4.22 to 460.5. So, Joan, we're right at that 461.5 level, right? We're right at that 461.5 level. So, what's going on with that? Bearish bias. We're not in a true bear, right? Because the moving averages are not in the right order. They're all kind of messed up. But the 8 has crossed downward, is no longer the highest moving average. That means, yes, we can do an aggressive trade. For me, it would be 4 contracts. It would be aggressive. Normal would be 10, right? I could do an aggressive trade. But I'd love to see the SPY get down below the 461.5 level, retest it, and fail. If we can get it to do that, I'd be looking at buying a put option on SPY. And very, very, very inexpensive, guys. And the market was so nice to go ahead and say, because Monday's a holiday, we're going to change the expiration day till Tuesday, right? And by doing that, I could buy an option on SPY, right, that expires today. Let's see. These numbers look like they're off a little bit, though. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I guess it's okay. Fairly tight bid-ask spread. But I could buy options for about $11 that expire today. It just seems a little bit high on SPY. There's the calls. Yeah, see, there you go. Watch. So we're down here. Yeah, something's off on our numbers here. We get down into the puts. And we've got a 1 delta. We've got to see what you're not going to get an exact number, guys. So 462 on delta. I mean, delta is always going to be off now when you're that close. It expires today. So you can buy an option here for $1, between $1 and $2. You can buy an option for this week, right? So say, hey, I am not on Benzenga. We decided to put me on every other week at this point. I was just spending a little bit too much time. So both of us said, yep, better off. Let's just go ahead and shift it over and do it every other week. So that's where we're at right now. It is not this week. Disney, looking dismal, right? They got earnings coming up shortly. They got down on Friday. They were at 152 on Friday. So let me see. Teresa Fire, I think it is. If I pronounce it wrong, sorry about that. So we're down $1.74 right now, which puts us at 150, we'll call it, right? So go figure. 151 is support. 150.82 is support. A bear call spread is tough above that 156, but if we break that 151 level, break it, retest it, fail. Watch. Break it, retest it, fail. If that happens, I'll be looking at a bearish entry to the downside, $7.42. I don't need a fib in here, with a target of 142 to the downside. Same time next week, say hey. It'll be same time next week, which is 12:45 is when we schedule it for, right? Tesla. All right, so Tesla took a little bit of a bounce off that 1016. Go figure. Fibs don't really work, right? At all. At least that's what I'm told. That's what I've heard. Tesla right now is down $23 in the pre-market, which puts them, it's easier if this is on the other screen for me, at 1027, right? So 1016. So we're kind of here-ish. Day trade off pivot points, but I'm very tight. If you could pull back to the 1016 and bounce, that's great. Or move up to the 8 moving average, which is 1063, and fail, that's fine also. But it would be a day trade only, and I'm just in the middle, so I don't have a great setup right now. You got it, say hey. All right, folks, hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Listen, the last 2 trainings that I have done have been phenomenal. Who's been in the One Trade Away Challenge, the 30 Days to Success training that I've done the last couple of days? Anybody in here made it to that? All right. Sean's dropping the link in for it, guys. That One Trade Away Challenge, I keep messing it up. That 30 Days to Trading Success, where is it? I had the wrong one. There we go. That 30 Days to Trading Success, that free training, guys. We just taught the 17th last night. Yes, it was a holiday. We had a packed house. We had about 700 people in that class last night. It was awesome. We've got 2 more trainings left. One of them is the 19th, which is tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And then the next one is January 22nd, which is 12 o'clock Eastern. It's Saturday, right? Which we're already more than halfway through our capacity of the training, meaning how big the room is full. And yeah, I got a lot of comments in here. Everyone said excited to get started. I was in both and they were great. Say hey said. Great time. Ed said, yep, a lot. Great. Fantastic, guys. Listen, Sean dropped the link in the chat box. Go ahead and click on that link, guys. Get in 30 Days to Trading Success. You will not regret your time spent there. It's a little over an hour we'll spend in that class, about an hour and 10 minutes. You will not regret your time in that training as far as what you need to do, why you have not been successful, and how we can change all of that right now this year. In the next 30 days, starting January 31, in the next 30 days, we could change all that for you. So if you start on the 1st of February, come March 1st, we're looking for a massive shift in who you are as a trader. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day. Make it a profitable one. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, folks. See you all at our next one tomorrow. Bye for now.